if I unmute mics. There we go. Now you can hear us. Well, welcome to tonight's D&D. We are in a new room. We're getting fancy here. It'll get fancier as we go. We're going to see how Matt decides to try and kill us tonight.
Yeah.
A
new edition of Dick the DM.
And, yeah, make sure to join us every night at 8, roughly, sometimes earlier, especially on D&D on Twitch. And like and subscribe and all that bullshit. Now, let's let the fun start.
All right. So, after you're securing your cool new manor in the last session, you move the rest of the party into the manor. Move Cassie and Katie and Brian and unfortunately you can't get Sarah in there. It's just the door's too small for Sarah to squeeze through. So she still got to stay outside. So Bragg says he'll stay outside with her, with the wagon outside. He's fine.
We'll figure out how to remodel.
Yeah, you can figure that out.
Or maybe attach a garage or a barn or something.
You might be able to figure something out.
To a door that lasts 30 days now. We'll figure out how to expand it.
Like a attached garage.
In fact, you know what? Cassie said she'll do some research to see if there's any way you guys can figure out how to expand this so you can get bigger stuff. Because she's got to figure out how does all the big stuff get in here anyways, right?
Exactly.
So. Wait, does somebody have like enlarging or...
There you go. Shrink something down, carry it in, and then make it enlarge again. Alright, so before leaving though, Cassie fills you in on some important details. You guys are only still 2 weeks away from the Anorak Desert, where you guys are heading. Okay?
Ah, yes, the anorexic desert.
The Anorexic Desert, yes. It's very, very,
bulimic.
yes. The tomb you were heading for, she tells you, was once a myth. Because there was once a very wealthy priest by the name of Father Carlos Nevin, who built the tomb to be buried with his treasures that he acquired through gambling and swindling. Like very, very priestly like guy here, huh?
Obviously.
The father was so paranoid though that thieves would steal his treasure, so he hid the location of this tomb and even murdered the builders so no one would know where his tomb was. So eventually this tomb became a legend, a legendary tomb, filled with riches that nobody knew where it was. And recently, a sandstorm has uncovered its entrance. And so through informants, Cassie found out that the Zentarium organization and the Dread Cultists were reportedly heading towards this tomb, which gives you rise to believe that there may or may not be some information on one of the books in this tomb. So, like I said, you're about 2 weeks out. You guys leave your manor and you guys head out. You leave Bragg and the rest of them behind at the manor.
I assume that potions are restocked.
She hasn't stopped. She hasn't stopped any in the major city to get enough supplies to restock potions. So whatever potions are left is what it is.
For those though.
The manor had some stuff in it, but not enough, like of the ingredients she needed. So what she needs to do is, she's already like really excited. She wants to build a little garden type thing to make some of the herbs, and she wants to do all this stuff within this manor. So this manor is going to eventually be a central hub for you guys. So, but it's just going to take time to get there. If you guys want to look at the potions and subtract any more off them, you can. Looks like you guys have.
Are there new magic items yet, or did you face to do that?
No, still no new magic items just yet. That probably won't be until you're level 15.
Okay. That's kind of what I was thinking.
So if you guys want to grab any potions, if there's any left over, grab them.
I want a potion. Can I have a potion?
Yep, you got one potion of healing. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, that heal potion.
I think I'm good.
You guys good?
I think that should be good.
Alright. So, 2 weeks of traveling, which is much quicker for you guys anyways, since you guys don't have to go with the wagon and Bragg and the rest of them. You guys finally reached the Anorak Desert. Okay. the very bleak landscape makes it very difficult to find this tomb, even with the map that Cassie has given you to the location.
Oh, so we got to search for it still. Well,
You can try.
I guess looking at I'll examine the map and
Like you said, you're heading in the general direction of where it's marked on the map, but it's just a it's a desert. So you're kind of like, I guess this way.
We really could have used that pig right about now.
I just want to look closely at the map, see if maybe there anything at all that can be used as a reference.
Not necessarily. It's like right smack dab in the middle of like all the sand desert. So there's not like all the mountains are kind of on the outskirts. I mean, you guys are heading in the general direction, but just to be able to spot it in this thing is just
Well, no, we just
take,
keep searching.
take some skills to spot this.
So in other words, we need to use a perception roll.
I need a survival check.
Survival.
Survival for everybody?
I mean, yeah. Let's see who's the best at this.
20.
Your ranger would have been great at this one.
20. Yeah.
17.
Damn.
17. You didn't see
Negative
me
4
my
and a
die.
7.
I don't have my die.
Fair enough. All
So
right.
how's that armor treating you?
I need to.
There you go.
Ugh, I hate sand. It's causing it. It's
No, yeah,
everywhere.
It's cool though.
It's good for exfoliation.
I don't know if you noticed, but I have feathers. Not good for feathers.
He's basically a tin can.
And that is true. And candid, BM fucking these.
And damn bird brain bard.
Okay. So with all of you, minus the tin can over here, you guys, scanning the landscape, you do notice a set of tracks. It looks like 2 people heading in the general direction you're going. So you start following these tracks.
They could be traveling single or double files to hide the numbers.
Could be a minotaur.
I saw it in a play once. There were all sorts of tiny sand people, and they traveled single file to hide their numbers.
Are they easily scared but return in greater numbers?
I think you meant centaur.
Yes, for a much richer
I
harmony.
think you meant centaur.
Sure.
Centaur, minotaur.
Alright, I guess we follow the track cautiously.
Okay. No, following the tracks leads you directly to where you want to go. What you find though is a stone archway coming up out of a sand dune, and the sand's been knocked away. Around that archway though, you see blasted rock. There's scorch marks all over it, and the air smells of sulfur.
I think we're in the right place.
Oh, we're gonna die. I smell death.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry,
I-
that was me.
I was going to say, I think he just let one rip again.
What?
I mean, we did just have pizza, so.
I ate the last of our mutton.
I was going to blame it on our Dragonborn, but he's just a tin can. He just bakes himself in it.
No.
So now he's just a tin can.
I can't
Oh,
see
so
anything.
he's over there hotboxing himself then.
Aren't you, Tin Man?
I
Probably
can't see
sweating
anything.
hard over there. You guys' entire rations of water is like empty.
Yeah,
It's like the 3 amigos and stuff. You guys are in the desert, like trying to get that water. He's the one guy with the big canteen of water. He's like, and tosses it.
I miss that
He has
canteen
2
of
of these
water
smashes
in his
together
house.
like Steve Austin. Most of his
well,
spills
then I
over
guess
the
we
place.
examine the stone arch and
Okay, like I said, it's the arch is definitely the entryway into it. You know, it's an entryway. It looks like it has recently been blasted. You know, from the scorch marks and the smell of sulfur. I mean, it's pretty easy to deduce that there's been a reason for blasting. So whatever tracks you're following, they've entered.
wow. I guess we enter behind them.
Yeah.
Enter from the rear.
Inside
Nice mod
the
reference.
inside the structure is a dark room covered in dust, save for 2 sets of footprints moving through the entryway to the south. An elaborate web clings to the ceiling, and rubble rests in front of the entrance. This is actually you guys up here. Who wants to enter first?
Me. Me.
Did you bring your golem?
Yeah, I brought Junior Housing.
I will
For
go
some
first.
reason, he's wearing fishnets.
I'm taking Sarah's with you. I'm gonna say the archway's big enough, but the inside's gonna be really cramped with her. Okay, because she is getting bigger. And if you, since you got Junior Housing with you too, he's kind of a big guy as well.
I bought the bed I
Are you gonna teach him how to crawl?
and my door.
Oh, well, that sucks.
I think
Okay.
he knows.
There was always a chance this wasn't gonna happen, but
Oh.
there are spiders in this room.
They look like crabs.
Yeah, crabby spiders. So.
You know what? I changed my face into the man spider.
Get that.
Are you
And
gonna
then
try to seducing the spider right now?
God, no.
Yes!
Okay, I guess I'll allow it for now. Let's see what you got.
19?
Yeah, you, one of the spiders finds you slightly attractive.
Should I roll for the other one?
Sure.
Why is he trained to gangbang spiders?
25.
The other one's fucking hot. That's the hot spider. So these two spiders are like coming. They're actually kind of like coming towards you. They're kind of like fighting each other off. They're kind of bickering at each other.
Now,
Fighting over you.
there is plenty of meat to go around.
Are they poisonous?
I will cut you to a deal. Anything you want, but you let us pass.
They don't understand a single word you're fucking saying because they're spiders. It's not their language.
You know what? We all know where this is going.
How's animal handling?
Let me guess. Everybody else started backing out.
Yeah, yeah. We're back outside. We're closing the door.
Yeah.
Well, I've spent some time in Spider. Can I?
Since you charmed them, since they are kind of like with you, give me an animal handling with advantage. Let's see how you can.
20.
20? Okay. Yeah, you managed to actually tame them somewhat. Like, they don't want to attack you, per se. They are kind of aggressive towards everyone else, so everyone else is kind of backed away. So, how do you want to handle it?
First, I give them each a gentle kiss on the forehead.
They have their heads too.
Give them some head scritchings.
Yeah. They give out a weird little chittering sound, so like they enjoy it.
And, I beseech them to go ahead of us and attack anything they find.
They go ahead of you, but strangely, as they go away, you kind of just see them kind of phase out and disappear altogether.
Why?
One way to handle it. All right, so
Okay.
ignore that initiative roll again. So there you have it. You're in this main room right now, just with all the rubble and the webs.
I'm little.
What are you doing next?
Alright,
Lord.
I took care of the spiders.
Guess
you most can go first.
examine the way into the next room, searching for traps because I don't trust.
These are actually supposed to be footprints. There's actually supposed to be more. Just right now. You're searching for traps as you go.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a perception check. Let's see what you got. Are you leaving Sarah out there or having her come in?
Will she fit?
She'll fit into the main room, but when it comes to the hallways and the rest of it, it's getting real tight.
Probably best leave her for now.
Okay.
Have her
22.
Watch the door.
Yeah, 22. You do not see any traps in this corridor.
All right.
You enter into the next room, and this room narrows to a point in the east, where a pair of huge stone hands extend from the wall, holding a proportionally large pair of dice over a wooden table. A pair of normal-sized knucklebone dice sit across from the hands, in front of the rickety chair. There is an open iron chest in the corner of the room. footprints run from the north of the room to the east, right into the wall.
Looks like we gotta play a game here.
Tiddlywinks? Is that what we're playing?
Yes, we're playing Tiddlywinks.
I was really hoping it'd be Yahtzee.
What?
You really want to play Yahtzee?
Why do we have the
Rummy.
this dragon board? So, I guess examine the dice and round it.
Well, looking at the dice, you can see that the dice in front of you are just 6-sided dice.
Can you imagine? Just take a second. Can you imagine if, like, all of the major decisions and everything we do was affected by dice rolls? How wild would that be?
I mean, we can always walk around with dice and see how that goes.
Yeah, that was in character.
Yeah, I know.
Let's start doing that in real life. Let's just take dice.
Nah, Big
Everything
Bang.
you have to decide to do, it's on a dice.
Big Bang.
That's like,
Theory.
yeah.
Did they really?
Yeah,
I
that's
never really watched the show because
I don't.
I felt like it was more of just piggybacking on their culture.
It's actually
Oh,
pretty
right.
entertaining, but like one main character is like the entire episode, every decision you made was based off a roll of the dice.
Well, why don't we do that and put that on TikTok or something?
I spent a whole day just every decision you make.
Well,
In
is
case
there
we're
any
not-
kind of runes or writing or...
You see no kind of writing or runes or anything. There's just a large stone hands coming out of the wall, and they have their own set of dice. And there's this small set of dice sitting in front of you.
What is the quote unquote roll on the numbers of the dice that are facing us from the large dice?
The large dice?
Yeah.
What you see, because there's one in each hand, when you see the one on the top, the number on the top is the only one you can see. It's 6 on each one.
What's that episode Futurama?
Well, I want to examine the wall that they went through. See if there's any... I mean, obviously it's probably magical. We're going to be rolling dice here.
Okay. I mean, investigation. We're doing investigation. You're good at that too.
26.
Okay.
22 is the
Yeah,
least.
what you can see is that what it looks like is where the footprints, like half the footprint is just covered up by the wall, right? And you can kind of see a building of dust as the wall pushed. Like the wall slid back into place, pushing some dust up again.
All right, well, I'm going to take a risk and go roll the dice.
Okay.
How about we
Roll me
get-
2d6s.
You know?
Do I have enough? I got plenty. 9.
All right, so the big hand, as soon as you finish rolling, the big hands go and it rolls its dice. And what comes up is 12. So you lose. You take, with that, the big hand.
However, I
reels
am
back.
lucky, so I'm going to make you re-roll that.
He re-rolls it and he still gets 12. The big hand rolls back. One of the big hands roll back and they punch at you. Does 15 hit?
No.
And it happens to just miss. You happen to just kind of dodge out of the way, like wondering what the hell's going on here. And then the hands pick up the dice and it goes back into the resting position.
I want to roll.
You can have fun rolling. Go
Okay.
ahead.
And then after him, it's my turn.
6.
Big hands roll their dice and he rolls a 12.
Either way, that he's
Hand reels back to punch at you. 22?
22.
22 hits?
I am 22.
Yeah, well, he's the
I want
attacker.
to roll. I want to roll.
So that is going to do 15 bludgeoning damage on you.
Dad, I want to roll.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
I don't know if I like this game.
You know what?
14.
I want to
You did a
use...
good job.
I got 14.
The hands give you the thumbs up.
I want to use sleight of hand to try and force the roll of 12.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check.
Luckily, thanks to me having the unfit slap or whatever, that's 19, not a 10.
19. Even with the 19, you managed to roll 12, but nothing happens. In fact, the hand reels back and tries punching you, knowing that you just cheated. But you managed to dodge out of the way of the swing.
So there's got to be something else.
I mean,
Alright, I'll take a roll.
Okay.
That's 11.
The hands reel out. They do their roll, and they get a 12. So the hand reaches out, goes to swing at you, and that's going to be a 26 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Look, it's
Hey,
20.
sit down in front.
We're gonna go forward
And that's going to be another. That's going to be 15 bludgeoning damage.
ring stag.
Ow, I don't think I like this game.
His hands have loaded dice. You can always roll a 12.
So they're cheating,
I'm a ninja.
but get mad at us for cheating.
I'm not gonna roll. Only because my HP is a lot lower than you guys.
Alright, I want to try and examine the dice in their hand.
Okay, give me a investigation check.
I'm more better for
25?
Out of
You see
all
that every
you.
side of that dice
I
has a
got
6 on it.
14. Dude, that's
It looks like we have to roll a 12.
They have to tie it.
Sit down.
Alright, I'll try and roll regularly one more time.
Alright.
Nope, 6.
Yep, the hands roll back and they roll a 12. 17 to hit.
Barely hit.
And it is going to do 9 bludgeoning damage. Fist punches right on you, this time catches you on the shoulder. Giving you a hell of a bruise.
Well, minor bruise. Thank
Yeah.
God for uncanny dodge.
Can we go back to the labyrinth now and find the helping hands?
Yes, you mean.
There's gotta be somebody to do it.
I'm just attacking the hand.
Like your face, man.
Guys, I'm just gonna take.
Well,
I'm just gonna take this planet.
For the flesh golem roll?
Sit down.
Yeah, I was gonna make Junior Housen roll.
You're going to command him to roll?
Yes.
What'd you roll?
Oh, I'm trying to figure out how much HP he has. And he rolled a 7.
Yeah, the hands still roll a 12. And that's going to be a 22 to hit.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit him. He is 93.
And it's 12 bludgeoning damage.
So you that got 15, 17.
So, I think we're at a standstill unless we roll a 12, or there's gotta be some other way. But in the way he just turned his head, there's gotta be some other way.
I guess
Let's
examine the rest of the room.
Let's go check that
Dude, who
chest.
turned their head? Is anybody else confused by that statement?
I am very
that Damon
confused.
said?
What are you seeing, people? Did that statue messed you up?
2 + 2 is 4, remember that.
Alright. Can we search the rest of the room, see what we see?
Look around.
Oh,
Looking around the room, like I said, it's basically just that little table, the rickety chair, the dice, the hands, and that open chest.
I wanna look in the chest.
Chest is completely empty. Looks like whatever was in there was taken by the people that were already in this room.
If I see them, I would then murder them.
Put the dice in the chest.
Can we put the dice in the chest?
That's what I'm doing. I'm putting dice in the chest.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happened.
I'm gonna roll a
Well, can we turn around and leave?
I'm gonna roll a death
Is
and
anybody
find
still
out
at the
you
table?
roll it.
I mean, when
Does it look like the table was disturbed? Like someone sat there?
Yeah, it looks like someone sat there. I mean, there was dust covering everything, so there was like in front of the table and on the chair, the dust had been kind of disturbed.
okay, I'm going to actually sit down.
Okay, you sit down.
Me
Nothing.
too.
Well, the dice while sitting.
I sit down too.
You want me to do it?
At this point, as you guys are wandering around the room, the big hands start twiddling their thumbs.
Rude.
What is it?
Here, let me sit at the table and roll the dice.
Fine, you
See what I
roll.
did.
You roll, you die.
I'm gonna sit at the table and roll the dice.
Okay.
9.
Big hands roll a 12. And they miss on your swing, like you were anticipating it. So you dodge out of the way.
Try again.
Nope. 4.
Again, you dodge out of the way of the hands.
If you get in a position where I need to healing touch you, I can.
This time it's going to be a 25 to hit.
Yeah, it's.
This time, thinking you're dodging out of the way, it kind of tricked you because then the other hand came out, hooked around. And that is going to be 13 bludgeoning damage.
He's trying to rope a dope on you.
I'm gonna touch him. I'm gonna touch Damon and cure wounds on him real quick.
Oh God, you two.
He reached
You
under the table. He only touched your knee, but he reached under the table, and I did not look very good.
So I'm keep rolling until we get a natural 12, I guess.
It's gonna happen eventually.
6.
21? Nope.
6.
Nope.
Maybe you should try, that.
Try that. No. 6.
23.
23 hits.
That's going to be 15 bludgeoning damage.
Well,
Alright, well. Ha! 12!
You rolled a 12?
he did.
He did.
The hands roll a 12, and then it swings at you, and you manage to duck out of the way of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that does nothing. Wasted all that time.
No, it wasn't a waste for the rest of us watching you.
I want a wolf.
Well, I'm gonna cast Blade Ward on myself,
I'm not a wolf.
just so I have
Ooh,
resistance
that was a good one,
I
dude.
got
against
16.
bludgeoning
Big
piercing
hands give you a
slashing
high
damage.
What?
Arm wrestle?
The Dragonborn requests arm wrestle with the hands.
Maybe we have to roll snake eyes.
If it's rolling 12.
I've already tried cheating the system, so.
I mean, it could be snake eyes because, they are the eyes. Eyes to the hands, maybe?
That's awesome. I just tossed my dice down, just nonchalantly, and I got 2 6s. Rolled a 12.
Okay, Dad.
There's gotta be something we're missing here.
Can we tell it? Is there any hints what type of things might have been
I
in the
want
chest?
to
Like,
roll that.
from the dust that may have laid around it? What?
No, you can't really tell. Careful, buddy, don't drop it.
There's no writing, no inscriptions, no nothing.
Man, I didn't know my wall puzzle was gonna give you guys so much trouble here.
Have you met us?
We got dice.
We
a
can
chest
beat your
with
boss
no
in 5
information.
minutes and you get stuck on it.
Okay, I'm just gonna push on the wall.
I need something to chew on, you need.
Yeah, it does nothing. It don't budge.
All right.
I think
I'll try and take the dice out of the hand.
They're giant dice, like probably like this big, so try, but they don't.
I have Junior House and help him.
Okay. You manage to grab the dice, but it doesn't do anything. And it, like, as soon as you set it down, a big hand goes out, grabs it, picks it back up, and puts it back in place.
What if you put those dice in the chest?
The chest is too small for these giant dice. They're about the size of the chest.
Well, if we take the giant dice and roll.
Just like pizza. I got time to eat while you guys try to figure this out.
Yeah, let's try rolling the giant dice.
Oh, I want to roll the giant die. I want to roll the giant die.
Or at least roll it out of the reach of the hands.
I'm rolling the
You really
giant
got
die.
anything that can destroy magic? We'll just destroy it.
Anybody have spell magic?
17.
I don't think she's
I got all the teams on me.
I think Steph has it, but I'm not sure.
You pick magic, you pick good and evil.
Remember whose student this is.
Now, 17.
We're missing something here.
Well, he was the father. We could try, I don't know, praying.
I do have dispel magic.
I'm a ninja. Dad, I'm a ninja.
Unfortunately, I was too busy getting this stuff set up. So,
I'm a ninja.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I have to say.
for the hell of it, I'm gonna roll the dice again and get hit again. And I get hit.
And I did not that hit.
There you go.
I did not that hit at all because I am good.
For 8 bludgeoning.
I did not that hit after all. I just. Say, Dad, can it be my turn? Yeah.
Hold on. They're still trying to figure out their turn, so give me a minute.
Okay. I was kind of, while I was getting everything set and posting to Facebook and fixing the errors.
Errors of your ways.
Yeah, when you were complaining about it, and he
I
was
was
just,
complaining about it. I was
and
just
he,
saying.
and he was describing the situation.
No.
So he gave a hint in there, and I didn't catch it while I was fixing the stream.
What are you talking about?
When you're describing the dungeon and everything.
Is there something in the archway? Like,
Oh,
there's
whose dungeon it is?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, if everybody want to tell them whose dungeon it is.
I still say we pray. This was the dungeon of Father. What's this fuck?
Father, what's this fuck?
Yeah, Carlos Boyega, whatever.
I don't know if I
Like
can
Pitcher?
write.
I know, you're thinking Carlos Boyega. Didn't he play second base?
Alright, can I do a history or insight check, see what I know about this guy, since I don't remember because I was trying to deal with out of character stuff.
You with disadvantage since you weren't paying attention. Always listen to your DM. He gives you information for a reason.
16.
You do recall that his name was Father Nevin,
Okay, I'm
Not
done.
what's
and
his
that
father.
he built this tomb because he amassed riches being a gambler and a swindler.
We gotta swindle.
I'm done.
Okay, so
Why don't you hang it back up? It doesn't get through. Let it hang up so it doesn't get wrong.
problem is my character's specialty is cards, not dice. If it's cards, I can get away with cheating.
5. I got 5. I got 5. Oh no, I got 5. I got 5.
What do I got in my inventory?
This is so entertaining. Watching you guys struggle.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
We might be stuck in this room until we end today.
I will tell you that this is a very, very, very simple solution.
I'm gonna put
That's
some.
all I can't figure out.
I'm gonna put some of our gold in. Oh wait, I only got 3 gold because we lost all of our gold. I'll drop the 3 gold in the chest. See what happens.
No.
Wait.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, scissors 2.
I mean, he's.
Scissors 2. Scissors 2.
What do you want?
Oh my goodness.
I twerk.
All right, I guess.
The twerking was the 25.
It's work. And the thumbs actually give you a little. Before going back.
9.
But you know what? It's nice to be appreciated.
You know what? Fuck this shit.
I'm going back to examine the first room, see if there's any hints that. No, that's not good.
Let's see, where is it? I'm gonna use one of my patches, Iron Door.
Okay.
So,
That's gonna do what?
I create my own fucking door.
Do where?
Well, where the fucking dust and everything was moved, I create an iron door.
The door we've been
And-
trying to get open for a while.
We just walk the fuck through it.
Are you doing it?
I'm doing it.
All right.
We don't have my headphones.
How does that work?
We don't have my headphones.
Yeah, we forgot your headphones, but we
Up to 10 feet wide and 10 feet high, with bar on one side of your choice, which you can place in an opening. Oh, wait, no. That doesn't work that way.
Oh.
Because that place an opening. Wait, but a window. I could do a window.
Okay, put a
The
window.
door wouldn't work. Why put it up a fucking window?
Will everybody be able to get through this window? What size is this window?
2 feet by 4 feet by 2 feet.
I think you're gonna lose your film line.
No, that's fine. Junior house and hanging out here.
Since you guys can't, I mean, I'll allow it. Since you guys can't figure out the simple solution to this.
If you want, he said there's simple solutions. So before I fucking use this window,
Well, I'm trying to come up with ideas.
He was a gambler. And he was a swindler. So what if we just roll the big dice?
We tried that.
Yeah.
You just picks them back up as soon as you take out a hand. And
Well,
I've tried cheating at it, which you would think would be a gambler and swindler's technique. That didn't work.
Well, what if we have two people roll the dice? Big dice.
But we gotta get them down. As soon as we get them down, it takes them back.
Yeah, we team the other side of the room where they're on camera.
Alright? Let's take the dice away from them.
Okay, so you're taking me to the other side of the room.
Yep.
Weirdly, like the arms just keep growing out of the wall until they reach their dice, and they'll grab them back out of your hands and pull them right back in into a resting place.
there's a simple way of fucking doing it. And maybe Snake Eyes is it.
Fine, I'm gonna use sleight of hand and try and roll snake eyes.
Okay. Go easy.
And probably just want to go ahead and roll for the hitting me, because I know he's gonna roll a 12 and that's not the solution, but if we don't try it, I'll try. Yeah. So the 23, I roll snake eyes, and what's the hit?
Well, the hand goes swinging at you, but you're expecting it, so you dodge out of it.
Alright.
But it does nothing.
There's gotta be something. What are we missing?
I mean, it's a rigged game.
So if you're being rigged and it's rigged and you're being cheated, how would you react to that?
Just attack it.
I would like to speak to the manager.
Nothing happens.
Damn it. That works in every shop where I come from.
You know what? We go the old West style. When you're cheated, you pull your gun out. I'll pull my boomstick out. I take a shot at,
Okay, go ahead and
at the hands.
take a shot at it.
To the right screen. 29.
Yeah, you definitely hit him.
Will you,
Do
Dad?
some damage. You know?
Will you,
All
Dad?
right. Oh, and that was a critical.
All right, how much damage?
22.
Okay. I mean, you took big chunks out of it, but they're just big stone hands, so they're still there. They do react. They do have a reaction where they attack you back. So one hand swings at you, hitting you. 22 hits, right?
Yep.
And that is going to be 15 bludgeoning damage.
What are we missing?
We have to put like maybe a coin down before we roll the dice. For like gambling.
It's a rigged game.
But I know it's a rigged game. We put like a coin on the table. And then roll.
You get to roll this time then. I'll put one of my gold down.
Okay.
Don't roll.
9.
It's gonna be 24 to hit. Dealing. Oh, you got lucky. 6 bludgeoning damage.
3 because I cast Blade Ward.
And then the coin just stays there. Nothing happens.
All right, I picked the coin back up, so it's said that's not the solution. It's we have to deal with the fact it's cheating,
Yeah.
but everyone just keeps wanting to roll the dice.
Do we go inspect the entrance again?
No.
Yeah, we're gonna spend the next hour and a half here.
Probably.
What would a perception check work to help us?
Not really, because he's already kind of examined everything.
Yeah, maybe we should just use the patch.
Maybe you should have the flesh golem try to like arm wrestle.
Let's go yell at you, fucking cheater. Hang up and get the fuck out.
Is that what you do?
Yep.
As soon as you do that, door, the fucking wall moves open.
I thought that shooting it would be enough of a hint.
Nope, all you had to do is accuse it of being a cheater. You do with any swimmer.
All right.
I yell into the room that I want to see the manager.
Yeah, he yelled at them a long time ago when he found out they were cheating.
The hands do this.
All right, moving on.
Oh yeah, you guys are now in this corridor here. Took you long enough to figure that out.
I'm doing the game, Dad. I'm doing the game. You haven't moved my character.
Alright.
All right. Well, I guess we move forward in the hall.
Okay. Footprints run from the west side of this hall, where you just entered from, to a doorway to the south. Further down the hall, there are other branches. You see 4 other branches. So the footprints actually, you see the footprints actually go this way.
All right.
Probably should follow it.
Well, there's other
Yeah.
branches.
Follow the footprints.
Yep.
All right. Guess we're following the footprints.
Meantime, I'm going to use a couple potions to get myself filled back up.
This small room ends in 3 entryways, with the footprints heading from the north entrance you just entered into a downward stairway to the south. There is a slight whirring noise to the east. So there's actually some stairs heading down.
Okay.
And to the east, into this other room, you hear a whirring noise.
Is there a doorway, or can we see him?
Well, you do notice the footsteps kind of, they look like they went over to here, then they came back over this way and went down this way. It is like a doorway, so you can, if you wanted to walk over and look at it, you can.
Walk over, crack it open, kind of get a look inside without going in.
Okay. That's easy enough. When you see this room is a hulking metal contraption that sits in the center of the room. As you... yeah, that's all you see right now. But from where you're sitting. There's big metal contraption just sitting in the middle of the room.
All right.
Huh?
The Nemo commented.
I guess we go farther down, following the footprints then.
Bye, Papa.
Okay.
What are you saying?
As you're going down the steps, you notice that the footprints end halfway down. And they don't seem to be doubling back.
Can I want to...
You say you get right out here.
Want to kind of examine more, see if there's any other signs or trail to pick up at all.
Give me a perception check. What's up, buddy?
23.
You notice that we're, like, footsteps end on the step, and then on the next step beyond that, it looks like the dust is. There's no dust.
No dust.
I mean, there's dust there, but it looks like it's just been like wiped away. All right, buddy, come on. Lights are on up there. Those faces aren't scary. They're just Halloween decorations. Go.
And what about using Mage Hand to press down on that step?
Here's my
Can
sword.
we do that?
Here's my sword.
Mage hand presses down on the step.
You're gonna use Mage Hand to press on the step. Okay. You notice when Mage Hand presses down on the step, it activates a switch, and the rest of the steps all go flat, and it turns into a slide.
You forgot my tip.
Including the one we're on.
Or you want? Or no. On the switch step down.
So we dodged a trap. Alright. Try the next step down.
Alright. Mage hand presses on the next step.
Because or does it revert when she lets up, or is it just...
Yeah, after a minute, they all come back up.
Okay. Examine try the next step, see if they're all like that.
Alright, mage hand presses down on the next step.
Nothing happens.
Daddy, you forgot
Oh,
we
my
gotta step
tip.
over.
We step over that, and I will go down kind of... I want to examine the steps as I go.
Daddy, you forgot my tip.
Okay, you managed to step over the one step that had the trigger on it. The rest of the steps, you see that are fine. When you get down to the bottom.
Dad, you forgot my
Is everyone else stepping over, following?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
What about
not
your flesh
following.
golem? Is he going to be smart enough to do that?
I'm not following.
You are, yeah, you're back there too.
If you tell him to step over it, yeah.
Occasionally, see, I'm too smart sometimes. I thought there might be a trap. I just couldn't think to accuse of cheating.
I do not know if he's smart enough because he only has an intelligence of 6.
And is he dexterous? Because he's big, so is he going to be like
9.
9 to dodge it?
He has a dex of 9.
Okay, most of you are like towards the bottom, but go ahead and roll me a dex. Let's see if he manages to step over this thing.
So maybe he should leave next time, then. Maybe?
Just could have just made him go first and I think trigger every trap.
I have no idea how to roll a check for a monster.
Just roll a d20 and then you add whatever the dex modifier is. I don't know if it had a. Sometimes up in the one thing it'll tell you if there's extra
That's why I got this thing here, so I can
abilities.
do special rolls
16?
easier.
It manages to step over that step.
Wow.
It
Good job,
tiptoes.
Junior Hazen.
It tiptoes. Very carefully. As soon as you say good job, he gets a big smile on his face.
We just tell him, hallway, charge, and see what happens.
So you guys are at the bottom of the steps now. Kind of piled up. You guys standing on there.
Is there any signs of the footprints picking back up, or?
Are you looking into the room?
Yeah.
I was dabbing the dude in the back.
Sit down. Looking in the room, you see that the floor of this room is picked entirely clean, save for a pile of bones against the south wall. You do hear a low growl as a large shadow looms over the center of the room from the east.
I don't know if I like this room.
Let's
Go to the room and kind of back up against the wall, and I'll send Junior Housen in.
All right, we're gonna let Junior Housen go ahead of us.
So you guys kind of get out of his way and let him go in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Junior Hazen, go play with the bones. Go play with the bones, sweetie.
As soon as he goes in there, you see this tentacled beast bears its teeth.
Oh my goodness,
And
that's
it's,
not true.
Its skin exposing its putrid bones underneath. That was the best I had.
So it's
Came
basically
out of the
Cthulhu?
summer.
No, it's swap.
You go ahead and roll for initiative.
Of course.
And this is how we die.
I just throw it into a big mommy.
Wow.
Alright, George, what'd you get?
Oh wait, advantage. That's right. 16.
I just put it in the bottom.
That would have been even
Liam,
better.
keep it down. Sparkle?
11.
DJ?
10.
10. No, Mita. So Damon?
No.
13.
Didn't count.
13.
This one didn't count.
We'll say that Ned Mita kind of hung back as backup for you guys, I
Oh,
guess.
they can't look.
Just in case she shows up in the next one, you guys are halfway through, she could always kind of run in. Huh. Okay. George, you're first.
Alright.
Damn, I didn't bring snacks this time. Granted.
I guess I will move forward enough so I'm not blocking everyone.
Okay. We want to move to.
I'll move one up towards them so people can get between
Like
us.
that right there?
Oh no, towards the wall still.
This way?
The other way, coming out. Yes, there we go.
Okay, there you go.
Sorry. And I'll take a shot with my crossbow.
Okay.
Then use your crossbow. Use your real crossbow.
What?
Can I have it?
No. Alright. Action.
Sit down, because you're going to have your turn too.
13.
13 missed. Alright.
I have 14, 15.
Damon.
I'm going to move forward.
Okay. Everyone's squeezed out. We move to.
As close as I can to it, so I'm not blocking anyone and attacking. Move right up to it.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can move. Right. You have 6.
Yep.
So, yep. You can hit it from there.
Alright. I shall swing on it.
Okay.
23.
23 hits.
18.
18 damage.
Yep.
Alright.
Second attack. 23.
23 hits.
My turn.
19 damage.
19 damage. Alright, go ahead and roll in. What'd you get? Roll. Ooh, you hit. Go ahead and roll this one. Tell me what you get. 9. You do 9 damage on it. Good job, man.
Oh my goodness, that's a bunch of damage.
Alright, Sparkle, you are next.
Well, the best thing to do is come up.
We could pop up and move to
Yeah.
the right so you're not blocking the way.
Yeah.
This is the way.
So you're gonna move up?
Yeah, I'm gonna move up into the room.
That way.
No, well, I'm range 60 feet anyway. Hold up.
Holding that. Firebolt.
Firebolt.
And all the fucking spells. Good old firebolt.
This is where you actually need Fireball. You need Fireball spell.
No, don't. That's the last spell I want to give her.
Well, that's not gonna hit.
She critically fell.
This stool isn't gonna last much longer. It's very long.
That stool
You're
is
very
probably
old.
older than me.
Good thing you didn't bring the hot sauce.
Was this the one that I was always using?
Yeah.
Damn, I don't remember it being this far.
That's what she said.
Maybe it just needs to be tightened up a little bit.
Maybe it's just the sport.
I don't know. Maybe it's not.
Could be the floor.
And I got the
Uh,
black
patio
chairs
on it.
and high chairs in there.
Yeah, it'll be alright. You missed, huh?
Critically fell.
Yeah, good thing
Jesus.
there's no hot sauce today.
Yeah, it didn't work. Yeah, you should have brought the hot sauce. That is a funny thing to do.
Well, I
Critically
guess
fail, you gotta do a little dab of hot sauce. Okay, DJ.
Alright, I'm gonna move up into the room
No.
next to junior housing.
That sucks for you, because if you critically fail, you gotta do hot sauce and you lose a turn.
Yeah, no.
You're gonna move like right here, or
I do got to.
okay.
Last Step Reaper Edition. That's what we'll bring for next week.
And I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire, so that's a Dex 17 save.
Your deck 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saved. That was a natural 20.
How does 20?
I know.
Alright, and then I will have Junior Hausen move up.
Dead. That is dead.
And,
Takes one step forward.
No, it's
And
dead.
attempt to grapple him.
The monster is dead.
Okay.
Junior Hausen, get him!
Dad,
You get your instructions on there. I guess it's against my
I
strength
didn't
check,
pull
huh?
my Tana. I didn't pull my sword.
So it'd be D20 plus whatever. Plus-
I can't remember. Check your flesh column's attacks on the bottom. He might actually have a grapple action. No, does he not?
No.
Okay, so then when you go to grapple, it's a strength check against my strength check.
So it's 20 plus the modifier.
Have a wall. 15, Dad. That's 15.
That's an 8.
Dad,
Really?
that's
Because I probably had a 9.
Dad, that's 15.
Wow.
All you had to do was beat a 9. That was it.
Dad, that's
This is why you don't trust the bard.
15. That's
So the
15.
tentacles managed to keep his arms from grabbing hold of him. Alright, it's this thing's turn. It's actually going to, since... Careful, buddy. You're gonna be empty. Since he was the one who attacked, this thing's actually going to attack Junior Hausen. And he actually gets 3 attacks. First, it's going to kind of take its like mandibles and kind of bite at him. Could be a 9 to hit.
Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't have much touch on.
Nope. No, you just got the fish nuts.
That's going to be 8 piercing damage. And give me a Constitution saving throw. Again, it's just rolling d20 and adding that con modifier to it.
Hold on, I have to do math now. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Yeah.
Okay. You managed to save. So you are not diseased.
Okay, it's my turn.
Just mentally.
It's my turn.
And then it swings one of its tentacles at you, which is going to be a 16 to hit.
Yep.
And that is going to be another... Hold on, buddy. It's going to be another 5 bludgeoning damage. And then another tentacle swings at it. And that one's going to be a 9 to hit.
And that hits.
Jesus, that stuff. Another 10 bludgeoning damage to him.
Bring on some armor.
I don't think I can find anything that's gonna fit a 8-foot-tall flesh golem in fishnets.
At least he's not a medium or smaller creature, because then he'd be grappled 100% by the time he got hit.
Fishnets. You have this guy wearing fishnets.
That's what the man said.
Is he really? Yeah, okay. That changes my whole image of what I had going on here.
He's now caught that he has fishnets on. I told him, call him Frank.
No, he's Junior Hausen.
Okay, George.
Oh, back to me, huh?
Yeah, what?
Why are you upset? Your turn's not yet. You go after John.
I guess I'll try and get next to it. And,
Yeah, you can probably step up right to the spot right there.
and go with my short sword.
Okay. Fortunately, because you guys didn't allow it to come into the room all the way, it's impossible to get behind.
Yeah,
the thing.
yeah. I was hoping we could draw them in, and we instead cornered them. So 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Dad, you didn't move my
8
chair.
damage.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. He's in here. 8 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
And then with my dagger, I will sit down next turn.
Okay. Damon.
Alright. If I move over a little bit more, can we consider flanking?
He's kind of in there. Yeah, I think you got right there to be a flank.
Alright.
Close enough. I'll
You
take
flunked
it. I'll allow
flank,
it.
but
I'll allow it.
And with that, I shall attack. 22.
22 hits. Don't worry. As soon as John's turns over, it's your turn.
11.
11 damage.
Second attack. 24.
24 definitely hits.
10 damage.
10 damage. Alright. Sparkles. Oh, wait. Go ahead and roll, buddy. Go ahead and take your turn. Roll your dice.
You did not tell me blue.
Oh, you greatly failed.
No, you didn't.
You go to swing. I totally saw you roll.
Daddy,
You tripped on your own sword. So.
I rolled it then. No, I rolled it then.
It's okay, buddy. You did okay. Alright. You just didn't get to hit him. That's all. Hey, go throw that away. Alright, Sparkle.
John Sparkle, what do you got for
I
us?
got 7.
That's what I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do.
The giant $50,000 staff
Actually, I'm looking at it right now, so.
for the first time.
Actually, no. I could have
For a second.
Is that decent wine? That Brown's wine bottle?
It's alright.
I think it was more of a collector's one. I would have got it and never opened it probably and just put it up somewhere.
I wanted to just buy like basic, $7 bottle. He's like, no, pay $20 for this.
Told her to try for the Browns' victory today.
Alright, I'm gonna go with Lightning Bolt.
Okay.
Give me that.
So it is.
No,
Mine.
Well, Staff of Magi, so.
it's mine.
I don't care what they say. We just when the Steelers could.
We beat him.
We can beat them.
The Dex of 14.
Good.
And.
Dex of 14?
Yep.
Yeah, I got a 19.
Dad, can I have a pet fighter?
Is it like half damage then or something?
Dad, can I have a pet fighter?
Probably half as much damage on a successful. Yeah.
So half damage.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we can hold on there.
$31, so.
Say 15.
15?
Yep.
15 damage?
Well, it always runs up, so it'd be 16.
16 damage?
Okay.
So you may also wind up being in charge of healing Junior Hausen because lightning damage heals him.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Good enough.
Remember the machine, the electric machine in there?
Well, that's all.
Had he had a chance to keep running around, he could have every time he would have done a circuit, he would have ran up to that machine, got healed, and then came back to attack. Ran to the door to try to beat at the door, then run back to the machine. He was actually running a circuit. You guys are just fucking obliterating everything you guys come across. But
Except
you guys
for
are
the
high
fucking
level.
door
So.
holding
You
dice.
guys are high level. If I really wanted it, I would have kept you guys all like around level 5 and 6, and made things more challenging. But you guys are high level, so it's tough. And I keep throwing these really cool magical items at you guys because I think they sound cool.
And then you regret
And
it.
then we use them.
And then once I'm like, hey, I'll use a magic table. What could be the harm? Fear of annihilation. Alright.
This never been used.
DJ, what are you doing?
Yeah, but I don't want to blow us all.
Yeah. I'm just gonna hold on to them right there. I got 2 of my
I am going to second level
So I'm gonna start
dissonant
writing these
whispers
down.
of this thing.
Okay.
For what?
Um,
Ten?
actually no, I'm not gonna do
Yeah,
that.
I only
Okay.
Before I take my turn, I'm gonna have
That's behind
Uh,
you. Close to junior housing.
yeah. Junior Housing has multi-attack, and you can do slam attacks.
Okay.
Slam melee weapon attack +7 to hit, reach 5 feet on target.
Yep. So you just roll d20. Yeah, that's 7.
Yep. Stop. So on the first one, it is a big fat 10.
10 does not hit.
And on the second one is a 17.
17 hits.
So that's gonna be 2d8 plus 4. And that is gonna be 16 damage.
16 damage, alright.
And then I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
Dad, I have a Jordan. I have a wood.
With 17.
Take that, Wiz.
Yeah!
Fucking crazy. How am I rolling like this? I was a 19.
I have a wood.
Alright.
This guy's rolling pretty good. I don't know. He's got some pretty good stats. But...
You slimy buttfucker.
Buttfucker?
Yeah,
And it kind of
that
wiggles a
should-
tentacle at you anyways. It's like,
That really isn't an insult coming from me, and I think that's why it didn't work. Just my heart wasn't in it.
I think he has other. I'm surprised he tries to seduce the tentacle monster.
Okay,
You know, I saw that in a series
I'm sure you have.
What
magically
else? What else?
animated pictures. Drawn in the style of the Far East.
it's actually going to... It doesn't like the fact that it's surrounded by you guys, even though Junior Housing has hit it. It's actually going to turn and try to bite at you. He misses. And then he slams a tentacle at you, though.
At me?
And that is going to be
Yeah.
a 25 to hit,
Oh, that's bullshit. No, I don't get hit.
Yeah.
which is going to be a
Why didn't
8
have a
piercing
tangible
damage.
at you?
And
Not letting me have that touchable. Oh,
give
yeah.
me a strength check.
Oh, strength, great. Everything. Couldn't you pick something else? Try to poison me or something.
That can be arranged.
Why does this fight have
13.
Okay, you just managed to get out of its tentacles trying to grab hold of you.
Love the tentacle.
And another tentacle
That's-
whips out in between the Junior Housing and him and comes at you.
Rude.
And that is going to be a 15.
So everyone
You're gonna
that's the
take-
Asian elf
You're
has
going to
to
take
just
for
get attacked by
7 bludgeoning damage and give me a strength
These are
check.
tentacles. Tentacles. Strength check or saving throw?
Saving throw.
What's the Bible?
10.
10. He made the tentacles managed to grab you and pull you up to it. You're now pulled up into it. You're grappled.
Ah!
You're wrapped around you completely.
This is rude!
Oh, shut up. You enjoyed it. You're enjoying it. That's the problem.
George,
No.
your turn.
I critically failed on my second attack.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I said I'll take turn off.
Damon.
Alright, I'm gonna use Toll Dead. So 16 wisdom saving throw.
Finally failed one of those.
Okay, my turn.
Alright, failed. Alright, so that would be 3 of those. $17 erotic game.
Okay, so here's what happens.
Here would happen.
Since you gave it 17 erotic damage, it wraps a tentacle around and then all. This turned into some Japanese hentai porn real quick.
I'm right here! Oh my god.
No, but okay. As the tentacle's
You like
reaching him and
energy
it's
now?
pulling it towards his maw, to where it's about to bite his whole head off, you cast the thing, and then the bells start going off, and it starts getting really erratic. And its head explodes and it dies, exploding all over you though. So all this gooey ass, dark, mushy green pus stuff
And
explodes all over you.
And you're Peter Venkman.
Right in your face, like you're screaming
I
too.
do
You're like,
slime.
"Ah!" Right in the mouth and everything.
I have the weirdest boner right now.
You have the weirdest fetishes.
You had the weirdest facial right now.
I'm
Damn
slime
bars.
face.
You know, you guys are all very judgmental. That was foul and disgusting. That doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it.
God damn bars.
I killed it.
I don't know what color wings those are. I don't think I want to do it again.
Yes, you guys managed to kill the monster in this place.
Are you gonna scrape a little bit of that slime into a jar for home use later?
After this thing goes,
No, I don't think so. No.
you guys feel the floor is starting to like, actually tilt now. Starting to lean this way. Towards that hallway it came out.
Do we balance ourselves out?
And things are starting to like slide down.
It's like the funhouse all over again.
Yeah, we've been through this one. We just gotta balance it.
Yeah, let's balance it.
Boost levitation.
You can try.
Alright, so disperse ourselves so we're balancing out. We equal weight across the fucking room.
It does nothing. You're still sliding, and the room keeps tilting more and more. You get to the point where, like, you see all the bones that were here, the two sets of bones, are now sliding down the hallway, and they're all kind of like being forced down into this hallway right now.
Okay,
All
so
right.
everybody sit down, get ready for the slide.
Yep, I
Junior Housing goes first, and then we follow behind him.
yeah, I try and scramble out of the way of Junior Housing. Junior Housing's fucking roll!
Yeah, roll like a bowling ball down.
He gets up down into the ball, and he starts rolling down.
Everybody just sit down and get ready for the slide.
Huh?
He's like, he starts rolling
Well,
like
we're
Sonic the Hedgehog.
We're now moving again.
Do 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 do.
And you all actually slide, and you guys get dumped out into this room over here.
Is it a ball pit?
No, you're not back in the funhouse. It's okay. Okay.
That scares me right now.
Thought the bard would go for
What
the
you
ball.
find is that this room is actually piled with boxes and barrels and full of knickknacks and old rusty blades and rotten food. It's basically the dumping ground of whatever was in that room would get dumped into this room.
Oh.
Don't tell me there's a trash compactor either.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
I think your trash, that monster was eating all the trash. This was the trash.
Well, do we see anything of interest other than trash in here?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Not. Yeah, there we go. Got it. 22.
You find a rucksack, and it looks pretty like new. Everything else looks really old in the room. This looks pretty new. After rummaging into the rucksack, you actually find a large sapphire, which is going to be worth 50 gold. A platinum bangle, which is worth 60 gold. A very fine-looking grappling hook.
Ooh, that'll come in handy.
We can attach it to our fucking rope!
And you find this spider figurine. This little spider figurine.
You need the spider.
And you also find a diary, a journal.
You need the spider.
Not yet. Maybe in a bit.
The spider figure, a sapphire, a grappling hook.
And a platinum bangle.
I get anything.
They went to Kay. Or they went to Jared. Whatever.
Can I hold on to the grappling hook?
No, I attached to my rope.
No, I said that's on my wall.
Oh.
And like I said, and then you also
You
got
want
a
to fucking
diary, a journal.
And I want to look through the diary.
Okay. What you find in this diary is the name of the woman who wrote the diary was Morgan. Most of the entries are pretty useless, but as you're going through it, you do find that she writes about how she joined the Zentarians to impress her father. So you're guessing that this is the sack from the Zentarians that possibly could have been before you.
Does it have any blood on it or anything?
It's very mucky like and stuff, but yeah. You find another entry, something about the Dread Cult, and a lot of the words are kind of like messed up in it, but it says the Dread Cult is supposed to be heading there as well, but my sources tell me that is a false trail. She also puts that she hopes to find treasure to make a name for herself, and that she actually hates the Zentarian organization, but will do whatever is necessary to gain her father's approval. Her and her partner have entered the tomb using explosives and immediately found a chest. In it was a sapphire, a bangle, a grappling hook, and a spider figurine.
Is it the spider figurine on there?
Yes, I got those on there.
I
They
don't.
decided to avoid the Shield Guardian, she wrote in there, and could hopefully find another entrance to the treasure room. And then very quickly scrawled on the very last page was, "We're now trapped in this room with something lurking in the passageways. She wished she'd never joined this stupid organization. Or she wished she would have just taken the other job, the one that would have taken her into the Underdark instead." And that right there, then you see that it's kind of a line in the scroll hall. And that was the end of it. That was the last entry.
How recent does like the skeleton look like?
Well, yeah, the bones emptied in the room with you too. They look like they still have flesh hanging off.
Like the monster and you eat it. Well,
Well, I don't think I'll be adding that one to my little black book.
fucking track mine. Game Bard. Alright, nothing else of interest in the room, I suppose.
That's what you find in that room.
I'm thirsty.
Alright, looking at the other exit, there's that.
Yeah, I mean, you see that there's a set of stairs heading up.
I want to examine the stairs, make sure there's no traps to step on.
We just use Mage Hand to press on the stairs.
Yeah, going ahead, you press on all the stairs and there's no traps. None of them are designed to slide you down into a garbage disposal where a monster will eat you.
Again.
That was the room that the priest would use for anybody who got eaten by the monster. All their belongings would end up here, and he'd end up with more treasure. See, he's a smart guy. Figured it out. Good job.
You know, I couldn't deny that.
Alright, then we head up the steps.
You find that this room is covered in loose screws and bolts, leading up to a humming contraption that leads against the east wall. The contraption glows green from the inside and has 3-pronged apparatus that slowly spins.
Whoa.
Some weird-looking machinery. Stop shaking the tape.
I want to examine the machine.
And what's our steampunk?
You can go ahead and give it an investigation, I guess, on this, to see if you can
Figure out anything.
Yeah.
18.
28.
You've seen in some circles some strange machineries like this. You do know that usually artificers mess with this kind of stuff, and unfortunately, you don't have enough knowledge of what it is or what it can do.
You don't have enough knowledge yet.
But I'm friends with Artispire. All my stuff's well done.
Take off your hat.
Oh no, don't let him remove the hat. There's a bald spot under there.
Nope. Hey, sit down. Alright, let's go.
Alright. Levers and buttons on it, I assume. And
Yeah, there's all sorts of, it's making a whirring noise and all these things. It has that little couple prongs sticking up and it's just spinning. It's going, it has all these lights and stuff. You can't make heads and tails. This is a strange contraption to you.
Alright. And nothing else of note in the room.
That's it.
I say we go farther down the passage and see what this next room is.
Which one? You guys are technically up here. This was that machine.
Further north.
Yeah.
Go north, or should we go?
No, let's go north.
Remember, that was the room where you saw the big metal.
Yeah, we
lights.
can hear that going there. So we're probably like, yeah, let's.
All right. Well,
There's probably
I'll
nothing
take the lead then, just in case I need to react quick.
No, I did
Okay.
that.
Um,
No, I did that then.
You peek into the room, and what you see into this room is a desk flanked by a pair of chairs in the center of the room. The smell of rotted food and rancid water overwhelms your senses. The desk and floor are covered with various artisans' tools.
Kind of artisan schools.
Just like little artisan tools like chisels and little small little hammers and screwdrivers and whatever it tells it takes to make and craft things.
So maybe I should put that in my bag of holding.
What you wanna do? You wanna grab some?
We don't do that.
Alright.
How many chisels? How many hammers?
You find like a couple different size chisels.
It's just what? Standard artisan.
Yeah.
It's the actual kit.
The 14 chisels.
There actually is artisan tools. I almost took them on the last beat one.
What's your passive perception?
Mine is 22.
24. 21.
What am I looking for?
18.
Passive perception. 18. Okay, you all have a high enough passive perception. You do notice that there's this black key. It's almost unnoticeable, but it's hanging above the desk. Out of this, off a string.
Well, that is a string crap.
Everyone stand back.
I'll go back into the hallway. And
Now I've got this.
Don't leave. Don't leave.
Okay.
I cut it down with the boomerang from range since the blade is
Ball
boomerang.
man.
Okay.
And have HM catch it.
Yeah, you throw it, and the key hits the ground, and you hear this like, but nothing comes.
You know, that's the first time that's ever happened to me.
now I was hearing from the other one at that last inn we were at. Man, they went shut up. Well,
Move forward to grab it.
I guess grab the key.
Alright, I move forward to grab the key.
It's my
You
turn.
grab the key.
I have a door.
We dodged the trap.
Is there any sort of keyhole or anything on the machine?
I don't know. You going back in the room and looking at the machine?
Yeah, I'll poke around at it.
Okay. Yeah. You give me a perception check. Yeah, perceptive you are on this machine. I'm a little ears.
15.
15?
Yeah.
That's enough perception for you to know that there is not a keyhole on this thing.
It's the lowest I can roll.
So the door, the other hallway leads towards the room we've already kind of peeked into.
This one,
Which I'm thinking that's the shield guardian.
is what, as far as you know, you never really went over and peeked because you guys kind of went this way, slid down. You know, you kind of went back up, but your bearings are all kind of like screwed up because you are.
Yeah, but it was making noise, so we should be able to hear.
You did hear that whirring noise from that machine is the noise that you heard when you were over here.
Yeah.
You heard a whirring noise coming from that side.
Oh.
I need a
So-
pet.
It's coming from this machine.
Oh,
That general mentioned something about a shield guardian, which sounds horrifying and violent, which is normally something I'm into. I wonder if this is the console for that thing. Maybe
can
we
I
should
sneak
destroy
to
it.
the end of the hall and look and peer into the room and
This
see
one-
like
this
yeah,
one here?
yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Can I have some pizza?
Yeah.
Is it teeth?
No.
Well, I'm not very stealthy today.
It's got sausage on it.
I don't want that.
Then here, I'll take it if you don't want it. You don't want it?
Take out the sausage.
It's all the little sausages all over it. You pick them off yourself. I'll eat the big sausage. Just order one and just eat it. I bet you'll like it. What's that now?
I only got 8 for stealth, so if there's anything in there, here's me coming.
Yeah, you're pretty freaking loud, man.
Should have had an eagle one day.
I was gonna say that's like you.
Yeah.
Well, I got disadvantage on stealth, so.
Nothing happens though with you coming up to it, just peeking in the room. You're loud, but nothing really happens. And what you see is from the other side, you see that big hulking metal contraption in the middle of the room.
I say we have Junior Hausen punch the machine.
Does it look like there's weapons on it and stuff? Or?
Yeah, you do actually see that it has a big like shield, and in its right hand is a spiked ball. Its right hand is a spiked ball.
I
Go down
say
this hallway and see if
I say we go back and do the other hallway. Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Back
way
up.
down.
You guys come on down this hallway, and you trigger every single trap along the way.
Neat.
No, okay. You make your way down the hallway. And what
That's
you
why
actually
we
do
sent
is
John first.
you actually come up here and you can see there's a room in front of you, and then there's a phone there.
There's too much chocolate.
Well, we
Make
have
the
an idea
turn.
which room's up from us, so I'll make the turn.
Okay. What you notice is the straight across from you is that room with the big hands you see. You're at the other end of the hall. You do recognize, like I said, there was these other little passages here.
Let's go in that first passage. Yep.
Everyone going with them?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
We're not gonna have pizza.
When I ordered cheese pizza, but we like our meat.
Why?
Okay.
It's good for you.
Yeah, each of you, boy.
No, it's not. It's unhealthy.
Mm.
Well, we're gonna die anyway.
Okay. What you see in here is a small beam of light peek into an otherwise dark room from the northeast corner. There are 3 elven figures fashioned out of clay that occupy the chamber. That's over here. So there's like these 3 statues, clay statues of these elven warriors. Each figure is a perfect imitation of the next, all of whom look like armored men, faces covered by masks. A weapon rack rests against the wall, with several blades and axes hung from it or leaning against it. So there's a bunch of weapon racks over here.
So like right over there.
We're in that room right now.
I'll go inspect the rack.
I want to inspect the statue.
You inspect the
See
rack.
if there's anything worth.
It's. I'm not even gonna make you roll for it because it's pretty simple. It's just a weapons rack. It just has the standard weapons on it.
Anything good in there? Any good weapons?
Most of them are just standard, like standard short swords.
Okay.
You do see that the 3 statues. You're checking statues.
Yeah.
3 statues. You know they're all pretty like identical, except they're holding 3 different weapons. One of them is holding a long sword. Another one is holding a long bow, and another one is holding a very ornate looking, like short sword.
Are any of them sexy?
They all look exactly alike.
Who's got detect magic? Let's make sure.
Alright.
You have it? Because I have it too.
Well, if you want to cast, go ahead.
I'm really eyeing that
Oh,
short
what's
sword.
that?
Hold on.
You get all that off of there, buddy. We're gonna clean it up. Throw it away. I think you're good now. Go ahead and take a bite into it. Probably got it all. You eat
Do
combination
you want me
pepperoni
to do it, or you got it?
party pizza, dude. That has little soft
How do I
pieces
do
on it.
this?
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's on your stuff.
This is my staff.
But I need to burn
Huh?
something.
Oh, you're using it's the staff?
It's a staff. I have it on the staff.
Alright,
It's
well.
at will.
Then it's at will.
Yeah, that will.
You cast it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, you take magic.
Poor Will. Everyone's always casting stuff.
Yeah, it was casting shit at him.
shooting at him and stuff all the time.
Run,
That
Will,
Will's my
run.
brother, right?
He did get shot in the face a couple years ago.
I mean, I guess people take it literally when you say fire Will.
Well, yeah, he got
Well-
shot right here and it came out behind his ear.
Well, I was trying to get robbed.
Alright, so you
try to
detect
get robbed.
magic.
I detect magic.
Like usually, hey, someone robbed me.
You're using detect magic?
I'm using
You do find that you do see a magical aura around the statue and around that sword. That ornate sword.
What about the other two? Do they have magic ores?
No.
So we need to grab the short sword.
Alright. Let me work my magic. I go up to the magically glowing statue and I begin fondling it.
I have no. And for the first time in history, an inanimate object has become feeling awkward.
Yeah, you start fondling this statue, and it doesn't really do anything. It's like fondling a mannequin, a statue, I guess. Just made of clay. It's hard. Like a terracotta type thing, I guess.
Alright, that was my only idea.
You want me to do something dumb and just grab the sword and get out of the way?
Yes!
Alright.
right beside George while he does this.
Should I have Mage Hand grab the sword?
You could have Mage Hand grab the sword, just toss it over to me. Well, you can identify, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, can he identify it while it's still in the hand?
Sure.
Alright, yeah, then let's do that.
With your identify skill, you know, like whenever you cast it, it's like a video game thing. It's like all the stats roll up inside your eyes and stuff. The name and on the level, right? It's kind of cool. This sword is actually called the Blade of Lyra. It's a it requires two. Lyra. Leira. Lyra. It is a magical short sword. When the wielder scores a critical hit, they can opt to double down, rolling another attack roll with the same bonuses and penalties. If this attack roll would hit the target's AC, roll the triple the damage dice instead of double. Otherwise, the attack misses.
That sounds.
And with my expanded crit range?
Yeah, that is all yours. There's kind of no reason not to.
I could fuck someone up with that.
Alright, well.
Mage hand reaching for it?
Wait till we back away!
Back away!
Well, you guys are up in the room, right?
I was
Yeah, I stopped funneling the statue and I backed away.
When you realize that she's just drunk and like, I'll take that.
You back out of the way. She's just like in the back of the room.
I'm not that
You guys
bad.
over here going, do.
Oh, Juniorhausen.
Yeah. As soon as you try to take the sword, the mage hand tries taking the sword, the statue comes to life.
Of course it does.
Roll for initiatives.
Well, we were kind of ready for that.
Really?
Yeah, you guys didn't trust me. I'm not sure.
15.
15 on George. Okay, Sparkle.
5.
I love having advantage.
5. Okay. DJ.
18.
I have advantage, I didn't really need it. Because I rolled a nat
See, that
20
one
minus
wasn't
1.
Damon.
19.
19. Alright, Damon. You're up.
Alright. Can I flank it? Go to the left side of it?
Yeah, you're right there. Move your back.
Yeah.
Move him where you want to move him.
Yeah, do you know over this side?
There's a statue right there.
What's the statue there, dude? Like it's...
Yeah, there's.
So I was just saying that I didn't actually get figurines right there, but there are two little statues right there.
Okay. In that case, I shall move right there and beat the shit out of it.
Okay. Jesus. Okay.
22?
22 hits.
$11 damage. And my second attack, 28.
28 hits.
$17 damage.
11 and 17, so it's 28. Alright. DJ.
Alright. It's considered a construct, right?
Consider going.
Well, okay, it's made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal, so
It is considered a construct. I'm glad you didn't put the DM in front of the mirror and you can see everything that I'm doing here.
I thought about it. I thought about doing that and seeing if you noticed.
Alright, we're gonna cast
I
Scatter
assume my
on it.
brother will come back for it at some point.
Because he likes looking at himself.
Most people do when they're working out.
So
Oh, no,
con
a little too
17 with
much.
disadvantage.
Con 17 with disadvantage.
Is he still
And the
watching?
point is gonna be actually before I do that,
Okay. Actually, I'm casting it here because it has a tempo radius.
You're gonna cast it on that statue next to him?
Yes, but it'll still hit this one that we're in combat with.
Okay. That's fine.
Because I didn't want to clip anyone else's spell.
Alright, so yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely
you're
failed.
trying to kill us.
I definitely failed.
And that is going to hit for 18.
18 damage?
Yep.
What was the magical spell, right?
Yes. So 18 thunder.
Okay.
A little bit of thunder, a little bit of lightning.
And then Juniorhausen.
Thunder, lightning.
And 20.
This might be one of those where you guys can get up to right up to the end boss fight. Maybe that'll be it.
Alright, and Juniorhausen's going to slam and welcome to the jam.
Okay.
We're not in space.
First one is 9.
Nice.
Juniorhausen, do your best! You can probably do it!
No, you can't.
14.
14 hit.
Dad, I throw
This isn't our fight music.
I don't have anything.
And 15 damage.
Can I throw that?
Don't even think about it.
I don't have anything right now. You can wait.
Don't even think about
There's
it.
pop over there.
Hey. No. What was that?
15 damage.
15 damage? Good. Sorry, buddy. Give me a second. Middle blend in.
There it is.
That's
It's our fight music.
George.
All right. Well,
Your turn next after George.
You can shoot it.
yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna shoot. Well, I'm gonna shoot with the boomstick because everyone's in my way. Otherwise, kind of shooting over your shoulder. But hey,
That's cool.
I'm like resting the boomstick on your shoulder, using you as like
That's
a
how you
tripod.
steady it.
Yeah.
Blow your eardrums out, but it's okay.
It's Dragonborn. He doesn't need it.
He's got a helm on, so it just rings even louder inside of that damn thing.
Gong! That's not a door. That's a door.
Can't hear anything anyway, so
Alright.
firing the boomstick.
Fire no!
25
That definitely hits.
for 16 damage.
Alright.
I quietly whisper to Damon, "Thanks for the help," and realize he can't hear me anymore.
You guys managed to do some pretty good damage on him, right? Yeah. Good job. Let's see. Now it's his turn.
My turn?
Oh yeah, your turn. Go ahead and roll. Alright, it's your turn.
9.
Oh. Yo, oh, look at that. You rolled a 15. I see that. Wow, good job, buddy.
I can't see it.
Here. You got your damage die? Roll it.
I
Roll it
want,
down.
I want a different one.
Okay, you can roll the lesser one. That's fine. You roll.
4.
4. You did 4 damage. Good job. You hurt him for 4 damage.
I want to go away.
Very confusing damage. Throw it away now. You should have wasted it and took all the yummy sausage off. Okay. Let me see. Which one do I want to use here? Okay. He looks at you.
Uh-oh.
Points a finger at you. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
11.
Why I do both sides? Now, can I like
Sit down. You're gonna take 32.
Oh.
What kind of damage is that? Oh no. My bad. Plus 30, so it is a 62 necrotic damage.
Damn.
Okay. That ends his turn actually, so. Perfect.
Hit it with Sun Strong.
I mean, my firebolt it actually has most damage right now, so.
can I go to the top?
I'll move up slightly.
Alright, let me see.
Sure.
That's up to your dad.
If you want to pop, we'll grab you a pop. Okay.
I'm trying to. My four down.
That's probably it. I believe it.
Well, my firebolt is a 3d10, so
3d10.
3d10. Just
Pretty
as
chilly.
a just
Well,
as
once
the
he
entrance.
takes damage, I can use Pull the Dead. That becomes
Yeah, I don't have that
He's already taken damage.
Oh yeah.
I know.
I just kind of hit him with a shotgun.
Let him know you
Spell
fucked
it.
him up.
What's up?
21.
21 for what? To hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit him. There you go. Good job.
15 damage.
15?
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Pretty middle of the road.
It wasn't bad.
I mean, 15 out of 30, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's.
Damon's turn.
Alright.
I mean, that does the most damage right now. That's why you always use it. Since I lost my Eldritch Blast.
I'm gonna Pull the Dead.
Okay.
16 Wisdom.
I can tell you that's probably it. Yeah, that's correct.
Damn. $15.
15 damage?
Yep.
Okay. That it?
Yep.
DJ.
Alright. I'm going to try and run up to Damon. 1,
And grow him.
4. I'm going to use 3rd level Cure Wounds to heal Damon for 29.
Alright, George.
And then Junior Hausen is gonna slam.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Junior Allen. Alright.
Wait a minute. You're gonna slam the flesh go wow, it's wearing fishnets, and it is
22.
Slam!
22 hits.
So that's 16 damage off the first hit.
Well, he brings his fist down, slamming into him, angry like, and just crumbles and smashes this thing into pieces. And it crumbles down. Dead.
And I sit there like quickly.
Should be
trying
glad
to
it didn't
reload
kill
the
you.
boomstick
This
on
thing
top.
has some serious fucking spells, man. And like that finger of death I did on you, that thing's fucking crazy because it's 7d8 plus 30. And if you die from it, you get turned into a zombie.
What?
I was like, under its control. But that's pretty awesome.
Uh-huh.
You got that too?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome.
Man, so this is another one of those incredible
He has some
spells.
other-
You're like, oh, I should have been.
And that was
No, I
like,
just picked this one up.
yeah, it's like a level 7 spell.
Yeah, it really is. 78 plus 30.
Oh, I
And
picked
then he had a
up.
9th level, he had time stop too. So that's I was gonna do that one next, where he would have stopped time and actually like
Alright.
say for
Well,
I can take 1d4 plus 1 turns in a row, during which I can use all my actions and move as normal, but everybody else is just held still and stop.
I pick up the short sword.
Yours.
All
We're
right.
doing a couple potions.
I don't think that's. I don't know if that sword is
I
in
didn't.
the thing.
What was it called? Blade of.
Blade of Lyra.
Then
Leira. It's actually the god or goddess that the priest worship. I don't know if it's in there or not. Is it in there?
I'm looking. Takes me a minute to get around because I only got half the screen. Okay. LEI or LIE?
LEI.
Nope.
Alright, so it just basically it's just a short sword, but if you hit, you score a critical hit, you can opt to double down, which means that you can roll an attack again, and if you hit again, you do triple the damage. If you miss on it, it's like one you miss altogether.
Alright, and then no pluses on it.
No, it's just normal short sword, but you
Okay.
just get that bonus on the crit.
Okay. I'm just gonna add a normal short sword and have to remember.
Why don't you just put it down on your other items?
I don't know if in the items
Because I need it for.
I don't know if in your
I need
items
it in my
can you
attack.
add notes to your items? It's been a while since I've
Yeah,
done
you can. 'Cause that's what I had to do for my blade boomerang.
that. You can add notes to your items.
All right.
Alright, so yeah, you guys defeated that one.
Dad, did I
We still got, what, 2 more statues?
I think that was the only magic one.
Yeah, you can put it right there. Good spot for it.
Yeah, I'm going down like.
Are the other
I'm
statues?
trying to remember what I wrote in here. Great Sword Hills plus both for Hills.
Didn't get my jacket off. You know, my feet.
I don't know what that one is.
Did you have a sword? Was it like a flame sword? It was a hilt turned into a flame.
Well, that's the Sunblade.
We left. We
But
left our
I already,
weapons
I
in
actually got that
Remember
from
that?
some part of there.
Dad, we left our weapons in the quarry.
I don't know. I don't know what. You guys keep track of your own damn shit. I give you plenty of stuff. Your job to keep track of it. Okay? If you don't keep track of it, it's not my fault. I'm not gonna figure out what the hell your stuff is.
We figured it out.
Because I'm hoping you forget about all the stuff you have. But you guys have probably forgotten about at least half of the shit I've given you.
Most of that shit will probably be George because I got all my shit.
Because I've thrown a lot of shit at you guys.
I got a handful.
She forgets about her flaming hand all the time. She has
Yeah,
magical hands.
I was gonna say this. No, I write down everything I have in here, but most of the
That's
stuff
what-
you guys grabbed and.
I got fake.
Because remember, that's why when you died and then died again,
Yeah.
you guys spent. How long were we in talking to that beholder while you guys sat there dividing up all the gear?
And then you ran in the room, like, you guys almost had it to where you guys almost talked yourselves out of that fight. And then what was it? Your new barbarian just ran in the room, like, let's do this!
Yeah.
And then just gets disintegrated.
Yeah. So actually I think Namita, Stephanie has most of that equipment.
It does. We did write it down, so.
Well, no, Namita shouldn't have most of that equipment anymore.
It's either you or her, because you two were the ones dividing up all the equipment when everyone died.
My guy died, and hers, her
character-
Dragonborn died.
Her Dragonborn died, but you were in there trying to divvy up. Because these
Yeah,
two
but
were...
then Griff died.
Yeah, your new barbarian. But he was in there trying to divvy up after she died. She touched that scepter. That trident. That automatically killed her.
Yeah.
And then they ran into the next room and started talking to Beholder.
Yeah.
So
We
you
actually-
should have all that stuff.
No,
No, while they were talking to Beholder, you guys were looting
your own
what
voice.
was Leanna's body.
Yeah.
But Griff died, so
He died after that. Because then you ran into the room after you guys got done looting, and that they almost talked to Beholder down. Riff ran into the
I
room
see.
and attacked.
no.
And which is what caused Beholder to attack and eventually killed all of you. Like those two barely survived and it killed your guy
Yeah.
and Griff.
Alright, so moving forth?
Yep.
Is there anything
Let's go
else
back
we
and
should-
examine that.
Yeah, no, there was nothing else you see of value in the room. Anyways.
Let's
I
go.
mean, like I said, there's still a bunch of weapons on the weapons rack.
Let's go take another look at that machine because let's see if there's a way to
Why
shut.
don't we take another look at the weapons on the weapon rack?
We already did.
We just did that.
On there.
Well, I mean, you saw weapons hanging on the weapons rack.
There's no weapons.
Nothing is better than what we
Everything
currently
we have
have.
is better than what's on
How
there.
many daggers?
Oh, there's a couple daggers hanging there.
How many?
You
Like,
not
there's
have
2 of them.
daggers?
No, I have daggers.
No, 14 of
You
them.
don't need daggers.
Yes, I do.
You gonna take some daggers?
I'll take some back.
Alright, you grab the daggers, and after taking them and wiping off some like the dust and grime, you find that they're all actually silver.
Silver daggers.
You got silver daggers.
Can we wipe the dust off? Because that makes me think. You're saying that for a reason. Can we wipe the dust off the rest of the weapons?
You certainly can. You just tell me you're doing it.
Well, I'm wiping the dust off the rest of the
And you find
weapons.
the rest of the weapons are silver.
What's left up there?
There's several. There's a couple long swords. There's a great axe. Basically, there's just an assortment of just standard weapons. You even find some like crossbow bolts that are at silver tip.
I guess I'll take
There's
those
gotta be a
first.
reason to all the silver.
Well, we should probably take them all, right? Put them in the bag of holding.
I mean, worth money, right?
Yeah,
Grab the crossbow bolt.
You guys used to be rich.
used to be.
Well, then the guy's like, "Hey, Rob took all your money," and then realized that we didn't have any
Because you guys spend it all really quick.
on the staff that's
Well,
been
we
used
didn't have
to
it, and we
tech
would've lost
matching.
it.
Right? You guys did.
50,000 gold pieces, or no, it was like 500,000 gold pieces or something insane like that. And we've used it for the tech magic.
I guess there's a so there was another short sword, there was a long sword, there was a great axe, there's a mace. She grabbed 2 daggers. I don't know, whatever. There's a pole arm, I guess there was like a silver tip on it.
I'm gonna grab the mace.
Okay. We'll just go with that.
Alright, I'm grabbed great axe and long sword. When you grab the sword too.
Probably.
Yeah, because I got a magical and then, I got 2 magical short swords. So.
Well, this could go in the bag of holdings. So.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to go take another look at that machine.
Okay.
Not the dangerous machine. Well,
You make your way all the way back to here.
And me and Junior House can go with him.
Okay.
I have Bobby can. That wood, I have Bobby can.
Yes, you do.
Wood.
Let's see that. What are you guys doing?
Well, George can't figure
Um,
something out. I'm gonna have,
I want to take another look over the machine. Look at levers, buttons, any kind of markings.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's plenty of levers and buttons and little things all over it, but you don't really know what any of it means. I mean, yeah, there's like markings, but they're just like weird letters and stuff that of course maybe symbolize and mean something, but you don't know because you're not an artist, so you don't know what any of this means or how it works.
I could always, let me just start throwing levers.
Is there a key slot?
We already
No.
Oh,
established.
he already looked.
Alright,
Well, you guys want to go? Okay, let's go look at the monster. And
let's go look at, you sit on one side and we'll stand on the other, just in case you activate it and we gotta fucking destroy it, we will automatically have advantage.
I wanna go fuck with monster. Let's go fuck with the monster.
What are you doing? So where are you guys standing? What are you doing?
Alright, well, I'm gonna be standing on opposite side, of wherever George is, I'm opposite to him.
Are you standing here, George?
Yeah.
Well, Butler's enter from the
Are
rear.
you messing with the machine then?
I'm going with George, but I'm leaving Junior Hausen within
Or
shouting.
you want to stand on this side? You're over here, and you're all just staring at this thing in the middle of the room.
I'm leaving Junior Hausen by the machine.
So I should be over here then.
Or you'd be over here.
Yeah, I can do that too. Over there.
Okay. Now what are you guys doing?
Well, okay. Then
Look at you, buddy.
Hadi.
on that note, if I guess I go back to the machine since no one stayed at the machine to try levers and buttons.
Well, that's what you were supposed to do.
But he moved up, so I go back
Oh,
to the
no,
machine.
then I'll go back.
Okay.
I'll go back
Yeah.
and fiddle with it.
All right.
Let it rip.
Try something.
Alright, how many levers and or buttons are there?
I mean, there's like a bunch of switches along the side. There's one big lever on the side.
Try the big
Little
one.
buttons all
Should I
over.
have Mage Hand?
They're like the elevator.
Why don't we have Mage Hand do it?
Hit 2 buttons, pull a lever.
You're far away from it now. You'd swap places with them.
Pull the lever and I hit one random button.
Okay. You pull the lever down. You hit a random button. The whirring kind of like it stops spinning. The light stays on, but then it stops making noise, and it kind of it's almost like it's powering down.
I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good with that for now.
Okay. Let's
Try and sneak past and see what happens.
Yeah. Let's see if we can.
Forward?
Yeah, I'll try. I'll try to sneak past.
Okay.
Before he does that, I twerk for Bardic Inspiration on George.
What?
Okay. You give him some twerking inspiration. So you have some bardic inspiration.
I have been inspired.
I like how this bard doesn't sing much. He just twerks everything.
And what has his twerking
And
has
I
inspired
roll
me
one
to
on my
get.
twerk, so I like barely drop it. I just like kind of like do a hip shake.
So I get no inspiration.
No, you still get inspiration because it doesn't cost him anything. He wants to give you inspiration. He gives you inspiration.
So what is
But
that?
he's just saying his twerk sucked.
No. So what does that give me then?
You get an inspiration.
D8 die, right?
1d10 for 10 minutes. You can add that to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. It can be added after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
All right, so I'm gonna go with my stealth. I will definitely add.
5.
11. You know what? I'm going to use my luck to redo that. $21.
See, that was not inspiring George at all.
No,
man.
it was not.
Yeah, you're nice and stealthy. You get across the room. You kind of get behind him. It doesn't wake up. It doesn't do anything.
Is it? I assume that's a door back there. Sign of a key slot.
No.
Yeah, could try and open the door.
The door creaks open.
All right.
The minute door creaks open, though, this thing's head swivels around and faces it. And its eyes glow, and it wakes up.
Okay.
I
Moving
like
forward.
that too.
Roll for initiatives.
We're in a spot where you can quickly flank it.
I was gonna pull that big lever again.
I mean, yeah, you wait for your turn now.
Okay.
13.
If you're to make the action to wake it.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go with my original plan.
Working us into oblivion.
I think you guys will be okay, man. You guys have been okay so far. You guys are pretty OP. So, George, what's your
13.
13? Sparkle.
11.
DJ.
21.
Damon.
14.
Okay, DJ.
Alright, first things first. Run. Here. I can see it from here, right?
Yeah.
Alright, and before I do anything else, I'm going to have.
Okay.
I'm going to go
Sure.
with my original
Next.
plan and have Junior wail away on the machine.
Okay. He just starts wailing away on the machine. Go ahead and roll me an attack roll, I guess, on it. See what kind of damage. And
We
Oh,
are
it does.
going to do sundown.
I was like,
26 to hit.
oh yeah, you definitely hit it. Not like it's gonna dodge it.
Done.
16 damage on the first one.
Yep. Okay. Smashing right into this machine. He's just kind of going crazy. Just
Do I even need the attack roll on?
no. Just give me another damage.
Daddy,
Okay.
what's his name?
That's Jack.
What?
And 15 damage.
15. He smashes this thing to a pulp to where it whirs down and all the lights fade out of it.
Does anything happen to the Guardian?
Nope.
Alright, well, then I
Oops.
cast Fairy Fire on the Guardian.
Okay.
And that is Dex 17.
Dex 13. I got a 14.
Alright, so he is now covered in a bright violet light. And any attack roll against him now has advantage. And he can't turn invisible if he could.
Alright.
So it'll be me next.
Damon next, yep.
Moving forward to attack.
Alright.
And now you guys don't have to worry about flanking because you have advantage on all your attack rolls.
Well, George still kind of needs to flank so he can turn
18?
his sneak attacks on there. 18 hits.
Love you, Dan. Love you, Dad.
15 damage.
15.
Yeah. So we'll say 28 hits.
Not stupid.
14 damage.
14 it is.
You're stupid.
Our theme song hasn't come on yet, has it?
Yeah, it hasn't been a while.
Ah, that's a nice
Here we
one.
go.
So you guys have anything with
One,
this?
two, buddy.
Okay. Oh, George.
My turn?
Then Mr. George,
I'll
my
read
turn.
some. I've never played one of these shield guardians before. So.
Alright, I guess I step up to him.
Swing.
And let's see what this new sword is hopefully capable of.
I need to
What
pick one
door?
out.
Which one?
I'm gonna get. They have the bigger one. It's like a 4-foot one at this right here. But it's like.
Need the trash.
Alright,
And then they have
20,
other ones that are like
25.
25 to hit.
Yep.
It is.
Six damage plus
Okay.
27, so that would be 33, yeah. 33 and a third. I don't really like that movie.
33 and a third.
Cast iron math.
And then with the other short sword,
I think we got a 141.33 rupee
25
chance. So.
again
Okay.
for 1 damage.
Damage.
It's one more than it was before, right?
I've done 34 damage. How much have you done?
Nothing. No, this
Well,
guy.
Sparkle, let's see what you got.
Alright, we're gonna try something new that I haven't used before.
Liam, knock it off. I keep it, George.
Second level, Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Okay.
I'm gonna move up stuff. So, Dex of 14.
14. Alright. I'll go to 8.
Stream of acid emit. Many ways from a line 30 feet of long. Of blood, Dex saving throw. You cover in acid for the spell's duration or until a creature uses its action to save or wash the acid off itself or another creature. A creature covered in the acid takes 2d4 damage at the start of each of its turns.
Okay.
But I'm using it in the second,
Okay.
so it's 4d4 at the start of each turn.
Okay, so give me 44 right now.
11 damage.
I need to go back to having these guys be higher HP, man. There for a while, I had like super high HPs on them, and you guys were taking forever. So I was like, oh, I'll have them a little bit lower.
You haven't frozen him in place yet, so we can just wail on him for 20 minutes.
Well, by the time it gets around to his turn, you guys like freaking take out half his life already. I'm like, Jesus. How am I supposed to do anything? Okay. It is his turn now.
So the start of his turn, he takes another 4d4 damage.
Yeah, it is the start of his turn.
11.
11 damage. Yeah.
You don't even know I'm being George.
Okay.
George, I've been hitting you the whole time. George, I've been hitting you.
Okay. He swings around with his spiked fist thing. He's gonna swing at you, George. And when you see him swing back around towards you to do it, you see this like glowing blue amulet around his neck, and he swings at you.
That's a taser.
It's gonna be a 25 to hit. Woo.
No, that's a 5.
And that is gonna be 14 bludgeoning damage.
Thank God for uncanny
Don't
dodge.
do that. You don't want to hit the candle now. And then he swings it back towards you, like tries to backhand you with that fist. And that is going to be a 12, so you
Nope.
managed to dodge out of there that way.
I'm like, whoa, oh shit.
Okay. DJ.
Alright. This just became a gangbang.
It really has.
It's my turn. I haven't had this one in a long time.
Go. There's an amulet that looks important on him.
That's Mage Hand right there.
What are you doing?
I'm first going to cry, and then...
I mean, you are an emo kid from 2006.
that is very true. And then I'm gonna get them cheeks ready and thunderclap.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Con 17.
I thought it was funny.
It hurt.
Yeah. Really good.
Alright. So that does nothing.
Alright.
And then I'm going to have Junior Hausen move up.
Master.
Any fit?
Which way did he go? Which way did he go?
Mama.
And that's my turn.
Alright, go ahead and roll real quick, Liam. Oh, you hit. Roll some damage here. Roll
What are
out.
we hitting?
You're hitting the big dude in the middle. Ooh, 10 damage.
The
You do
ugly
10
one.
damage on him.
Which one's the
Alright,
ugly
David, your
one?
turn.
Alright, I'm casting a Thunderous
Amen.
Smite
Alright.
Oh, the big
and attacking.
I'm trying to kill you.
30.
George, I'm killing you.
30.
Well, I rolled 30 hits, so 8 plus
You can't do math.
16 damage there, and then with
2
the
plus 2 is
spell,
4. I mean, 1 plus 1 is
and you also do a
4.
strength saving throw. Need to beat a 16.
8 plus 8 is 4.
Hey, yeah. Good down. Strength saving throw?
Yep.
I have 14.
Alright, so you take 9 damage, and you're knocked back 10 feet and prone.
Can't even be
He's
knocked back.
actually. Let me see something. He's immune to. Oh no, he can do that.
Well, how's he gonna be knocked back? He's
Flanked on all sides.
Well, he's knocked into George. So, George, you're going to have to give me a dexterity saving throw to make sure you do not get hit by him.
great, great. Saving throws.
You do get a +3 being by me.
Oh, luckily Dex is the one thing I'm good at. 27.
Alright, you manage to dodge out of his way as he gets knocked back. So you move to there, and he gets knocked back into this corner. Losing the flank.
Yep.
Can he? Well, we still got advantage.
Still got advantage, but he loses.
Yeah,
his
you just took
his
70
best damage dealing.
Yeah, you just took 20. You took about 30 damage. I can
Now
do a
with the
turn
creature,
away.
can you be knocked prone, and that's still advantage for us?
I mean, prone is advantage, but it's not sneak attack advantage because he sees it coming. Sneak attack is when he does.
Yeah, you basically made me worthless.
He gets sneak attack when he's flanked because he'll turn to attack you, and
And
then
I
his
stab
back will
him
be
in the
to
back.
George. Then George can do a sneak attack on him.
Well, still, he brought the thunder. I brought the fucking lightning.
You want to talk about lightning?
Go ahead, George.
A little bit of thunder, a little bit of lightning.
So
little bit
he's
of thunder.
like prone now. Is that it?
Yeah, he's going down. So,
Can I go to try and grab that pendant?
You don't get
you
it,
can
do you?
try. Give me a sleight of hand. Okay, hurry up, run upstairs. Have fun. Let us know.
I'm scared of the pictures.
25.
Pictures can't do nothing to you. What?
25.
Yeah, you manage to snatch the pendant off his neck, and when you do, the lights in his eyes glow out.
I did something.
I want
You
to.
kinda-
And they come back on and bring your ass.
But Daddy,
Alright.
the pictures come to the doctor.
Just hey, come on, buddy, go. I'll see you right here. Don't do anything. Go. Hurry, go.
I cast this spell and I can just do damage.
And I
On
just
my turn and the start of monster's turn. So
go over. Go. Oh, never mind. I'll take that. I pocket the pendant.
I mean, I could have used Mage Hand to grab the pendant too. So
But you did it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you guys end that battle. He's just laying there now. He's not moving. He's not doing anything at this moment.
All right, move forward into the room.
If we had an artificer, we could strip them for parts.
If
Team
you had a
death.
way to know what that pendant was too, it might help you.
Hey, want to identify it?
I can't till tomorrow.
Damn.
That's once per day.
Anyone else got any kind of identify spell? Can I make any attempt on my own to identify it? or-
Can we put it on Junior
Get
Housing?
that dice to me. What's that?
We put it on Junior Housing because it animated one construct.
I mean, you could.
I'd be wary on putting it on just in case it takes it over.
Sentient. It might expand his vocabulary.
well,
Is there any way I can look over the pendant and get an idea of what it is? Or
I mean, you could look at it.
okay, I want to look at it.
You're looking at the pendant, flipping it around. You see it's just like this blue stone pendant, and where it was kind of glowing, sort of on him, now it's not. And you just that's what you see.
I can cast
You're okay.
detect magic.
We know it's magic.
Yeah, we know it's magic. All right, only thing we can do is move forward and see what we find. Maybe we can find something that will help identify it.
Or I can identify it on the next in-game day.
Which is when?
Yeah, it's not before we're about to go into this next room. Unless we take a long rest.
I think you guys should. I think you guys are about to head into the final room. This is probably a good time to stop since he needs to be out by 9:30.
Yeah.
So
That's
take a
what I
long rest in the hallway.
If you want.
Set up camp before we go.
Yeah, set up camp. It's so bad. So bad is it? Yeah, but I take stars because I have one star. I take stars.
I mean, you guys can do that if you want. You guys go back and hunker down in one of the other rooms where you guys kind of set up.
Fortified.
In that case, we'll come back in this room. That way, there's only one way in, one way out. Easier to
So you guys
see
are.
what's going on.
You guys are
And
in
Junior
there.
Housing can be the guard.
He
He
doesn't need
stands
to
in
sleep.
front of the doors.
Does he get any HP back or no?
Not if he's.
Junior Highland?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just like standing there wrestling, so yeah. You can get his dice in. Yeah. We're almost done here. So you guys get a long rest.
Okay,
And
like,
probably got a long time depending on how the next 2 weeks go.
I'm like starting the place.
Well, we're still Discover Sunday, right?
I thought you said the game was like till 8.
The game starts at 8.
Okay.
8:20. So we could do an earlier session.
I mean, I still don't know my schedule for that day.
We'll figure it out.
Still, yeah.
Or that, or we're just gonna have to play and miss half the game.
I mean, you're still gonna end up watching the game no matter what. So.
All right, we'll see everyone for
Hi, Dee Dee.
next
You
one.
signed in too late.
Yeah, just as we're wrapping up.
You just said, "Hey guys."
No, we're not done yet.
You guys rested for a day now, so you guys gonna try to identify that thing at all?
Oh yeah, let's try and identify that thing. What
Beep
is
boop.
it? Okay.
Bye bye.
What is it?
You find that it's actually a thing that controls the Shield Guardian. Whoever wears the amulet controls it.
Okay, I'm putting the amulet on.
Well, you already have it on.
Suck it, Leroy.
So, wearing that here, what it does is it binds the Shield Guardian to you. It magically binds it to you. So you're both always on the same plane of existence. You can telepathically call the Guardian to travel to it, and the Guardian knows the distance and direction of the amulet, so you can have it come
To
to
me.
you.
Okay.
Does it burst through walls like the Kool-Aid Man?
Oh yeah.
If the Guardian is within 60 feet of the amulet's wearer, half of any damage the wearer takes, rounded up, is transferred to the Guardian.
Now, how's that go with my uncanny dodge?
Just half of whatever
Half
damage you
and half.
take will go to
So if I take 14, which cuts to 7, that cuts down to
4 damage to him. Yeah. He'll take
Nice.
half of it for you. A spellcaster who wears the shield guards, a spellcaster who wears the shield guardian's amulet can cause the guardian to score 1 spell, a 4th level or lower. You must cast the spell on the guardian. Spell has no effect on the sword within the guardian. When commanded to do so, the wearer or when the situation arises that is predefined by the spellcaster. The guardian casts a stored spell with any parameters set by the original caster. And what did I just do?
now.
I have touchscreen.
Because I have Fey Touched, which does allow me certain spells, I can give him one of those.
If you have some spells you can cast onto it, you can cast
Okay.
So you can store a spell and then have him store and
So
use
I
that spell
could-
to predetermine.
I could store dissonant whispers on them.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, he has a reaction of shield. When a creature makes an attack against the wearer of the Guardian's amulet, the Guardian grants a +2 bonus to the wearer's AC if the Guardian is within 5 feet of the wearer. So if he's next to you, he will throw up his shield and protect you, giving you a +2 to your AC
All right.
as a reaction to any other attack.
Well, I need to add that. in.
Unfortunately, though,
I
the
want
only
my
way
first
to heal this shield guardian from all the damage you have done to it was through that damn machine you guys destroyed. So as of right now, this shield guardian only had
Oh well.
it has 42 health left out of 142.
Oh well.
So we just need to figure out how to turn.
This
the
is
machine
why
back
you
on.
don't let the bard touch.
It wasn't
please
just
don't
turning
turn
it
back
on;
on.
they turned it off.
He broke it.
He broke it. All they had to
Yeah.
do was get the guardian and go back to it to fucking recharge itself. But
And-
he destroyed it. He let.
Yeah. He literally ordered his flesh golem to just destroy stuff.
If you guys don't have, if you guys had an artificer here to fix it, he could have fixed it for you guys. But you guys don't have one.
Not yet.
So you're just
Not
gonna
yet.
kill me off,
Not in this game. You don't have one. So.
unless I die.
But you have him at least for 42 health. He has 42 HP before he dies.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, it really is.
All right, I gotta go.
We're leaving already?
Yeah, I have to work at 4 in the morning, bud. And I gotta sleep eventually. Sorry.